What is up, fam? How is you feeling? So I got this salmon, right? And I decided to throw a little bourbon glaze on it. It was a beautiful Sunday meal. The family enjoyed it. Now I've really been on this bourbon glaze kick, so you might see the same sauce in a couple of my videos. Let's get it. So let's get you a skillet on a medium-high heat. Then you want to go ahead and start with a tablespoon of butter. Go ahead and get your butter all nice and melted. Then you want to go ahead and add in about a half of cup of soy sauce, about 3 tablespoons of honey. Honey is optional, you don't have to add honey. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, you can use fresh garlic. And about a half of cup of pineapple juice, get that nice and sweet. A half a cup of brown sugar, and we can't forget the bourbon, y'all. This is about 2/3 of bourbon. Go ahead and whisk your ingredients. You want to let that simmer and reduce by half. Once it becomes thick and syrupy, then you know your bourbon glaze is ready. Next, fam, I'm going to show you how to take the skin off your salmon. So first you want to start about 2 inches away from the tail of your fish, and then you just want to cut towards the end of the tail of the fish. Go ahead and get that meat off, and I'm going to show you what to do next. Next, we want to go ahead and cut a small hole big enough for our finger to fit in. That's going to give us a nice grip to pull as we're cutting into our salmon. And then next, you want to go ahead and just take your knife and just cut as close to the skin as possible. Pull while you're cutting at the same time. That's going to help you to get that knife all the way through towards the end of your salmon. And you just want to pull as you're cutting. That's going to make it much easier to get that knife all the way through. You can see that salmon was tough. It's beating me up a little bit. Next, we want to go ahead and pat dry our salmon. I did wash mine off first. Then we're going to go ahead and drizzle some olive oil over that. Get that all nice and coated. That's going to help to get our seasoning to stick to our salmon. First, we want to start out with about 3 tablespoons of Cajun seasoning, 3 tablespoons of paprika. Then we're going to go ahead and drizzle that in some brown sugar. Now it's time to get our hands dirty, fam. We're going to go ahead and rub this in, get that nice and coated with our seasoning. Then once we're done, we're going to pop that in the oven for 15 minutes, 350 degrees. Towards the last 5 minutes, I did put it on a low broil. Now get fancy with it. Go ahead and pour your bourbon glaze over your salmon. Man, look at that drizzle. Oh yeah. Let's sprinkle some parsley over our salmon. Make it look nice and beautiful. This salmon was so delicious, fam. Now I have been on a bourbon glaze kick for the past couple of weeks, so if y'all have any ideas for some bourbon glaze recipes, please shoot it in the comments, throw it at me. I'll be happy to try to make something different other than fish. Don't forget to tell everybody how much you enjoyed my video by hitting that like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. And don't be a stranger now. Come on back now, you hear?